Fujifilm really impressed me with their photo and video features on this new little camera. The X-T4 is here. Hi, I'm Kitty. I run a production company in California as well as play with camera gear from time to time. Today is a special day because Fujifilm just announced their X-T4. I'm gonna give you a rundown on the features as well as my first impressions. It has the same sensor as the X-T3, but it does offer more. We now have in-body image stabilization. Yes. They also have the option to do digital stabilization. What is that? Well, it's kind of like warp stabilizer on Premiere Pro. Just know that it will crop 10%. As you probably already have heard, it does have 4K 60. But if you want that slow-mo, you do have 1080, 240 frame rate that you could instantly watch in playback. There's also a new codec MP4 with H.264 for easy web uploading. For those more interested in photography, they now have the Hdr Mode on the collar, which will give you nice high dynamic range. If you like shooting fast subjects, it does shoot 15 frames per second in mechanical shutter, 20 frames per second with electronical shutter, and 30 frames per second with a 25% crop in electronic shutter. That's fast. One of my favorite features on any Fujifilm cameras is those blessed film simulations. And guess what? They've added a new one to replicate bleach bypass. This gives your images a very low saturation, high contrast look. There is a better grip now because they've listened to us and we have a bigger battery with 50% more charge. Hallelujah. Also, a flip-out screen that rotates 180 degrees. Other features it has dual SD card slot as well as a USB-C headphone jack. They've also added two mic options. There's a mic and a line. So there's a built-in attenuator in there, which is great for live event shooting. Audio check, 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 check. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Clearly can't count. I only had an hour and a half to play with this camera, which for a creator feels like 5 minutes. So I had my cousin, Isa, who was visiting me for the week, running around. I was telling her to go run on the beach and then pick up sand and then climb on the rocks and then twirl around in the water. It was like a very fun and chaotic shoot, but I loved it. Good memories. I always say there's some sort of magic with shooting on a Fujifilm camera, and with this one, it is no different. The manual dials keeps it nostalgic as well as that pretty silver design. It also comes in black, but I'm definitely team vintage silver, all the way. The colors on the inside are just as beautiful as the colors on the outside. I love how unique the bleach bypass color looked. The flip out screen will be every vlogger's treasure as well as for me because I really love getting those portrait mode low angle shots. It's a big reason why I love the XH1's portrait tilt out screen too. None of my other cameras do that. The slow motion was sharp and crispy with the sand molecules falling in slow-mo ever so delicately. I had so much fun running around the beach with their new 16 to 80 millimeter lens that you could get as a package with the X-T4. The other package comes with an 18 to 55 lens. We were also lucky enough to try out some Fujifilm cinema glass, and wow, heart eyes. Ding! You don't have to get it with a lens, but the body starts at $16.99. If you're looking for something a little bit more simple and cheaper, but with the same sensor as the X-T4, you can get the X105 that's already out. It has a fixed 23mm f2 lens as well as this really interesting hybrid viewfinder. This means you could switch back and forth between your optical and electronic viewfinder. For video, it shoots 4K 8-bit internally, but you can get 10-bit with HDMI. And we have 26 megapixels for photos. It's weather sealed with a tilt screen and comes in beautiful silver or black for $13.99. Hopefully I'll get to do more testing for you because I had so much fun with the time I had. I seriously felt so heartbroken when I had to give that camera back. I just put it on the table and gave it a little pat and waved at it goodbye as I slowly walked away. I'll come back for you, my love. Find my G, because I post there on the daily. You do you, fam, and I'll see you when I see you. Done.